Hello guys, and welcome back. A few years, on the exact 4 years ago, I done a 10-year review on the C3 Bosch battery charger. Today I would like to unbox and review the C7 Bosch battery charger. But before we get there, let's just dive in and find what is the difference between the two chargers and what is the extra or what makes this charger a better charger than the C3. So first thing is, the C3 is a battery 6 volt to 12 volt battery charger aimed at the smaller batteries, like such as your alarm batteries, a 6 volt, or your car battery, the 12 volt car battery. This one is a 12 volt to 24 volt, so is able to charge your normal car battery and any other application that use the 12 volt batteries, such as motorcycles, boats, and all the way to truck batteries. Both of the chargers are MCU controlled or microcomputer controlled. That is the unit, the chip unit that control all the programming on the charging modes and so on, the automatic charging modes on both of the chargers. Both of the chargers are have the same rating of the IP65, which is dust proof, waterproof. The other thing is, both have the same safety measures in place or protection. So both of them offer the exact same protection. Both chargers offer the memory function on some of the charging modes. However, this one has some function that this one doesn't have. For example, this has a bulk charge, this one have a bulk charge. This offer a trickle charge, this one offer trickle charge. However, the one thing that, or the two things that is not in this charger are two modes. One is called the regeneration mode, which is aimed at the depleted batteries or the completely flat batteries, and this mode basically will charge the battery from flat. The second mode is the power supply or the backup supply, and this mode applies a 12 volt power supply, which it can be utilized in for many purposes when it comes to the garage or the automotive jobs that you have around the house or around the workshop. So let's do the unboxing, then go through a full details of the charger. Okay guys, we've done the unboxing. This is just warning instruction stickers. Of course, we have the manual. Then we have the mounting brackets, or the mounting bracket for the charger itself. This is if you're gonna mount this charger permanently in a position. Some RVs or whatever use exactly the same charger, or you're gonna mount it in a workshop. So it's basically got this J slot, a wedge slot, and it goes like that, and the charger will sit there. Okay, so that is basically just accessories. Then we'll talk about, this is the crocodile clamps, which is basically negative and positive. And then we have this small link or adapter, which is, it links to the crocodile clamps as such. Then we have our charging lead that's coming from the charger, and it's got this funny plug. This plug basically is used to connect to some of your camp fridges, battery packs, and so on. So that's basically for you to use this one directly as a power supply to a camp fridge or other appliances that require or has this type of plug. If you want to use it as a normal charging clamps to a normal battery, so we're gonna plug it into that side here, and it snaps in place. Okay, on the line we have on the positive line we have this fuse. Oops, it's basically squeeze and lift. This is so tight. Okay, so we have this fuse supply, and I think it's a 10 amp protection fuse on the positive line. Okay, very tight to open. Okay, all right. Okay, that is our electrical lead, and it has a typical 2-pin European plug. I would say about 1.5 meters of a lead, and the charging cable exactly the same length, about 1.5 meters. That's giving the fact of the extra extension to the crocodile clamps. Okay, let's talk about the charger itself. Okay, the charger itself, as you can see, this is a 240 volt in 50 hertz. The output of this charger is 12 volt DC to 7 amp and 24 volt to 3.5 amp, and the power supply is we have 13.5 volt 5 amp, and basically made in China. Okay, so that's the data just from the back of this charger. Let's look at the charger itself. So the charger, we have basically our charge indication. Okay, so when I'm not sure if the camera getting that. Okay, so we have our modes, 12 volt battery, we have the 12 volt battery, we have our charging indicator. So that is basically our mode button. Okay, and this here, the first one here is our charger indicator. If I connect it to the battery and this lights, it means the battery is completely depleted. This is 25 volt charge, this is 50% charge, and when this okay lights up, it means it's fully charged. And if the one next to it lights, it means is in trickle charge mode. The charger has automatic sensing, so once you connect it to a battery, it will sense the voltage of the battery on what type of battery, and will select the mode. The first mode is a pulse, and will go into the pulse function, okay, or it's gonna go into the trickle function. So let's talk about first of all the pulse function and the trickle function. Okay, the pulse function, basically if your battery, say for example for the 12 volt, if your battery at the 7.5 volt or as a minimum, or just higher than the 7.5, from 7.5 say to 10.5, the pulse function will kick automatically and will send the pulse charging to boost the battery, to charge the battery. Okay, then if the battery is fully charged, okay, automatically, or you connect to a battery that is charged, it has a good voltage, then the trickle charge will kick, trickle charge function will kick in, which is just keep maintaining the charge of the battery. Okay. We have also this light here around, I don't know if the camera getting it, this we have the light around the a circle of light around the mode button, and this will also show you the level of charge as the charger charging, again 25, 50 and 100. Okay. At the bottom here we have the reverse polarity protection. So same with the other C3, you will not be able to damage this charger if you have reverse polarity, meaning connecting the negative to positive or positive to negative. The charger will show this light and will go in standby mode. It's not going to charge. Okay, this icon here is for the power supply or the backup supply, and this is basically in this mode we supply when you activate this mode you will be supplying a 12 volt 13.5 volt as a power supply. Okay, we'll talk about this one once we get to the mode. Okay, this one here is regeneration. It's a R icon, and this when you are activating the regeneration mode. We'll talk about this in details. This one here is the EGM batteries, once you are charging EGM batteries. Okay, so that's the icons and what is the meaning of it. Okay, we'll come back now to the modes. This charger offers 6 charging modes. So it offers 6 charging modes. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6. 5 and 6 are related to the 24 volt batteries, and from 1 to 4 are related to the 12 volt batteries. Okay, so the first mode is our number 1 mode. This is related to the wet batteries, which is lead acid batteries or gel batteries. Okay, and in this mode the charging voltage will be 14.7 and the amp will be 7 amp. The second mode number 2, it will be aimed at the EGM batteries and only the EGM batteries, and the exact voltage and charging voltage and amp of the mode 1, which is 14.7 and 7 amp charging. Then we'll come to mode number 3 is power supply mode. Then mode number 3 is a power supply mode, which will be supplying I think 13.5 volt and working at 5 amp. That's actually a very good mode, the power supply mode or the backup power supply. In this mode you are able to provide a 12 volt power supply, either to as I said before, appliances that require it, such as outdoor fridges or battery packs. Or in some circumstances, such as if you have to remove your battery to do maintenance on your car, so you can connect this function and to your car prior to removing the battery, and this will maintain all the settings in your car without having to reprogram and so on. So some of the cars, older and new, should you remove the battery completely, some codes will be required to enter. Some older cars, the radio is not going to work and you will have to put the radio code. So this function is very, very important in cases of removing a battery. Connected before disconnecting your battery, you connect the charger, put it on the power supply mode, which is number 3, and this will maintain your the car settings and power in place. Okay, number 4 is the regeneration mode. Okay, the regeneration mode is basically, it's called the regeneration mode or the Bosch mode, and this offers a charge voltage of 16 volt charging charging voltage and 1500 milliamp charging amperage. In this mode, when the battery is depleted, okay, and we're talking about a battery that's basically at the 7.5 for 12 volts, 7.5 volts, okay, it will charge the battery for about 4 hours, and after 4 hours, once the battery is charged, it will go automatically to the pulse charge to take the battery all the way to fully charged. When you are in this mode, once you activate this mode, it's not advisable to disconnect or interrupt the first 4 hours of charging the battery. Also note, should the battery takes more than the 7 hours on the same mode, the charger will cut off and will go into a safety, which will put the charger into standby mode. Okay, now this is number 4. Number 5 is the charging voltage, the charging mode for the 24 volt batteries, and the range for that will be 28.8 volt and 3.5 amp charging amperage. And this is good for lead acid batteries and gel batteries. Mode number 6 is going to be for AGM batteries, and AGM stands for absorbed glass matte batteries. And basically in this mode, the charging voltage is 29.4, and the charging amperage is 3.5 amp. All right, the battery capacity this charger can charge, okay, it can charge 12 volt batteries anywhere from the 14 amps up to 230 amps. On the 24 batteries, it can charge the batteries from 16 amp all the way from 14 amp all the way to 220 amp. So 12 volt battery charging batteries capacities from 14 amp all the way to 230 amps. On the 24 batteries, it will be able to charge from 14 amp all the way to 120 amp. Okay, so the last thing to talk about is basically the memory function and the protection that the charger offers. Okay, the memory function is basically the charger. If you put the charger on and the power cuts off and comes back on, it will or disconnect from the battery and connect it again. The memory function will kick in and will start charging this battery at the last setting that the battery was the last battery was connected to. So if I have a 12 volt battery connected and I disrupt the charge by cutting the power to the charger or removing the crocodile clamps of the battery, if I connect it again, the charger will go automatically to charge the same battery, recognize it as the last setting the charger has. The protection this charger offers, of course, we talked about the reverse polarity. We talked also about battery protection by overcharge protection and heat protection. On the overcharge protection, what the charger does is in the regeneration function, if it exceeds the 7 hours, the charger will stop and will go into the standby mode. In normal charging, if the charger connected to a battery and exceeds the 41 hours, the charger will cut the charge and will go into a standby mode. If there any heat or overcharge, it will go immediately into the standby mode, cutting any supply to the battery. Okay, we'll go from here. I have a depleted battery and we will gonna connect the charger to it and just do some demonstration on how to get to the mode and how to operate the charger. Okay, so we're gonna do some demonstration. This is a depleted battery, and we're gonna basically demonstrate also how to connect and disconnect your charger when you're charging the battery. Okay, so let's first get what's the voltage that we have in this battery. I think, sorry, I don't have many hands, so maybe we'll have a little bit of help here with this. The charger is not connected to any power. I'm just gonna use this crocodiles to hold my voltmeter in place. Okay, maybe we need only one. Okay. Okay, so let me put back light. Okay, so this battery showing that we have about 7.8 volt, which is on any record. This battery is basically depleted. All right. Okay, how do you connect to your C3 or C7 charger to the battery? First thing is you always start with the positive. So we connect our positive, we connect our negative. Then the last thing is we're going to connect our power supply. Okay, I think my power supply is not working. All right, as soon as we connect to the power supply, we will end up with, okay, you see it's picked up straight away automatically to charging. Okay, so right now it picked it up and is going into, it recognizes as a 12 volt battery, and it went straight away into the pulse charge. Green, it means charging. Okay, so right now our charge is, the battery is basically depleted, and right now we are in a pulse charge. Okay. Now this is a trick that this charger can do than the C3 cannot do. Right now I went into power supply or a backup supply. When your battery is completely depleted below, and only advisable if your battery below the voltage such as the 7.5, you can go into this mode and charge your battery to the 7.5, and from there you change your mode into automatic mode or to the first mode, which is going to be charging all the way with the protection that the charger offer. Okay, just remember in this mode, if you're charging a battery, you don't have protection offered on this mode. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry, I had the hold button in. So right now on the charging mode, on the power supply, we have 13.4 or 13.5. To change the modes, you need to basically press for 3 seconds. It cycles between the modes and it will take you to the next mode. Okay, so right now we're gonna press here. Sorry, I have to. Okay, it's going into the standby mode. We're gonna press, and now we are in the normal charging mode number 1 with battery, and this will be the 14.7. Right now it's showing me 13.6, but the maximum on it is 14.7 7 amp charge. All right, and you can see here. Now we start having light at the bottom, which is basically giving us the charging. Okay. Now, if the battery depleted and I need to go into regeneration mode, I'm gonna press again, take it to standby, and I'm gonna press. I think about also 3 seconds. Okay, till regeneration mode basically start lighting. Okay, I got it. Here you go. The regeneration mode is starting, and you can see the voltage climbed up. Now we are on 13 volt. Okay, and the maximum voltage on this is 16 volt at 1500 milliamp. All right. Long brace again. It will take me to standby mode, and that's how you cycle between the modes. Either automatic mode by just short brace, and we'll take you to automatic mode, which is 12 volt. And here we go, it's charging 12 volt, normal mode number 1. And how to know you are in mode number 1 or number 2? If you are number 2 in the 12 volt, will be EGM will be, which is this icon here, it will be lighting. Okay, we don't need this one anymore. This light will be lighting. If you are in mode number 6, the EGM mode here will be lighting, and this is on the 24 volt. Okay guys, I hope this is clear. If it's not clear, please comment, and I can maybe try to make a better video or a better setup than what I have now. Okay, how do we disconnect our battery from the how do you disconnect your charger from the battery? Okay, first thing first, okay, we put the charger into standby mode by pressing a long brace. It will go into this blue, this is standby mode. Second thing is we're gonna take our power supply off. Okay, this will kill the charger. Then the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my earth, then I'm gonna take my positive. So when we connect, we go positive, negative, power supply, charges on. If we leave it a few seconds, it will go in automatic mode and it will select the charge. If it doesn't select, we can go manually by pressing this mode button. So I'm going to press, and here it goes into mode 1, 12 volt charge, as you can see. Okay, now let's do the memory function. Okay, before we go any further, here I am, I have a power failure or anything happens, my charge is off into the memory function. Okay, sorry, the power is off, charger will go into memory function. I take my lead off. Okay, so I'm not anywhere there. I'm gonna connect again, so we always start with the positive, negative, then after that our power supply. Once I connect it will go in the last setting, battery setting, which is the 12 volts and whatever charging mode was in, which is number 1, I think. If you look here, go on, and it should kick on straight away into the last charging mode. Okay, so the correct way of disconnecting my charger is starting by putting the charger into standby mode by doing a long press. It will go into blue, disconnecting my power, removing the earth or the negative, removing my positive. Okay guys, that was unboxing and a quick review of the C7 charger, Bosch charger. Please, if you have any question or need elaboration on anything that I have not explained in thorough on this video, please comment and I will get back to you. From now till the next time, please stay safe.